Do you long to feel more joy in work and life? Do you want to reduce stress and sleep better? Are you looking for healthy ways to cope? Join Spiwe Jefferson, certified mindfulness practitioner and lawyer, and learn to operate from your peaceful path. Harness the power of mindfulness meditation to feel softer, more clear, supported, and cheerful, starting with just 5 minutes a day.
Well, hello there and welcome to Mindful in 5, helping you discover your peaceful path. My name is Spiwe Jefferson, and today I have a very special guest to help us understand the mind-body connection more deeply. Merie Weismiller Wallace is a certified emotion code and body code practitioner based both in California and Europe. Her company is called Release Energy Work with a capital L. Listeners, please note that our opinions that we are going to express here are our own and not attributable to any of the organizations we might be affiliated with. Merie, welcome to Mindful in 5.
Spiwe, thank you so much. What a lovely introduction. And I'm really pleased to see you. Pleased to be here. Thank you.
And so I am curious, because I'm sure they'll be interested to know, how does it work? Can you explain more about how the body code works?
So let me explain how it works. There's a spiritual component, but it's certainly not a religious practice. And so I'm just going to speak about it in terms of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So in the quantum field, in the universal field, people can connect to each other, and they do. So, for example, parents are very often connected to their children, and if their child is out and something is going wrong, they get, women's intuition, mother's intuition, father's intuition. That's the zone that we're talking about. So that's the connection that we're talking about. And when people fall in love, they have a connection. There's like a chemistry, they call it. Okay, this is the zone that I'm talking about of connection, okay? So when my client comes in and they have something that they want to work on, then I ask if I can connect. And then when I'm given permission, I am able to actually open my heart, mind, spirit, self, with the intention of connecting, and I can feel the connection. And when I first started, I was like, I don't know, is this working? But now I'm like, boom, we're in. Again, it is energetic frequencies that I have learned to feel. So you can feel love. Boy, when you love somebody, you can feel it. Well, I can feel this, and anybody can feel this. This is, you don't have to be special. Anybody could read the emotion code, read the body code, become a trained practitioner, and do what I do, because it is something that human beings can do. Okay, I'm just a human being. I can do this. So what happens is I connect on the level of my subconscious mind and my client's subconscious mind. If we are in person, I would do what's called muscle testing, which is known as I hope I have this right, applied kinesiology. It's kinesiology, but I think very specifically muscle testing is applied kinesiology. But anyway, and muscle testing is something where if it's done in person practically, so a lot of, for example, chiropractic offices will do it, a lot of nutritionists do it. The person is said, like, say your name. Okay, my name's Merie Wallace, and the practitioner will push down, and there's a lot of good strength there. And then say, okay, say your name is Tom Jones, and there's a weakness, because in fact, the body knows that this is not true. And so muscle testing can do essentially yes and no's, true and false. That's really all it can do. Yes and no, true and false. Okay. But the body will be saying through the subconscious mind, yes or no. And so when I am not in person, what I do is I muscle test myself. And people who've been involved in any kind of healing work, there's something where I can become the surrogate. And so I ask permission, may I be a surrogate for your subconscious mind? And again, the person's like, this is strange, but okay, I'm, all right, let's see.
Sure.
So I'm going to say really quickly how I do it, and then I'll move on. But so when I muscle test myself, I use something that's called the sway test. Everybody can do this. When I first started, I was like, I don't know, I don't think I can do this. Everybody can do it. It takes practice. I'm practiced. Now it's loud and clear. So if I say, again, I have to orient myself. I have to be in the mode of doing what I'm doing. But I say, my name is Jane Doe. No, that's not true. I physically get pulled backwards. And I say, my middle name at birth was the same as my aunt's. Yes, that's true. So I get pulled physically, I feel it. And if it's really true, like if we have dialed into the mother load, I can get pulled hard. If we're like on the right path, I'm like, yes, we've got a yes here. But I read them very clearly. So we're in a session and the person they're just going like, I don't know. I'm so tired of this. I just feel awful all the time. I'll say, is there something we can do to help this person so they don't feel awful all the time? I use their words. And I will, because they're there, I virtually always get a yes. And I'll say, great. And then the emotion code and the body code have charts that were developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And I read through the chart and I say, is this thing that we can work on, is it in the left side of this chart? No, it's not. Is it in the right side? Yes, it is. And okay, is it in an uneven column? Yes, it is. Is it in an odd column? No, it's in an even column. Yes. And so we go through yeses and nos until we say, okay, there's 5 things that we've limited to. It's in an uneven column on the left side, or number 3, we get to it because it's yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And in number 3, there's 5 emotions. And again, this chart was developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson, but my clients' subconscious minds know about it. It's in the quantum field. It's fantastic. I was going to say it's bizarre. It's amazing. But anyway, so we get to this place and then I'll say, okay, are we dealing with, I'll read the 5. Are we dealing with shame? No. Blame? No. Shock? Whoa, yes, this is shock. And then, so I say, did something happen in your life that was shocking? No. Okay. Was this between the age of 1 and 25? No. 25 and 35? Yes. 25 and 30, no. 30 and 35, yes. Narrow it down. This was at age 33. Okay, ballpark around 33. Oh, well, that's when I got my divorce. Oh, was there shocking news? Well, yes. I see. Is that it? Yes, that's it. So we just muscle test our way in. Once we have located it, we say, I ask, is there anything else we need to know about this shock from age 32 before we can release it? Yes, there is. And that is if it has continued to inform their life. And that's what was happening when the second divorce happened, or that's what happened when they were afraid to fall in love, or the body will say, nope, she knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. We don't need to know anything else about this. We're going to get rid of this. Then, and here's the practical aspect, our physical body has channels of energy that are called meridians, and traditional Chinese medicine has worked with and known about energy meridians in the human body for millennia. We also have our chakras, which India has known about, but this is our energy body. Our energy body is made of chakras and meridians. And so immediately, as soon as, let's just say that we're talking about shock, the shock the frequency of shock from age 32, when the person was served their divorce papers or whatever it was, moves through their energy body to the only meridian that covers, that touches all the meridians in the body, and that is the governing meridian that goes from right under our nose, across our head, all the way down to our tailbone. And so that energy in the client's body goes into the governing meridian. And then I take, I thought I had it. I take a normal refrigerator magnet, which has electromagnetic capability. And as a surrogate, I run it across my governing meridian with the intention, and we both hold the intention, to release the energy of shock from age 32. And I encourage my client to do the same thing. Warm up the chakras in their hands, move it over their governing meridian. They don't have to. They can sit there and watch me and go, really? Whoa, I don't do that. They can do that because their subconscious mind is going, get this out of here. You know, like, we don't care about her mind. The subconscious is going, get this out. So anyway, but I encourage them to do the same thing. And then it is released and it is gone.
Huh. Well, that was absolutely fascinating and amazing. I am guessing that just like the first time I heard you talk about it, there are a lot of people who are hearing you talk about it for the first time and totally fascinated. I wonder if, Merie, you would be willing to come back and conclude with another session on Mindful in 5, where I will talk a bit about my story and how you and I interacted. Would you be willing to do that?
I would be honored and I would enjoy it. Yes, please.
Listeners, tune in for another wonderful episode with Merie Weismiller Wallace, where we will talk about idea allergies. Merie, thank you so much for joining us today on Mindful in 5.
Thank you so much, Spiwe. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you for listening to Mindful in 5. If you enjoyed it, share it with a friend. Follow and rate it on your favorite podcast platform. Pick up your signed copy of the book and journal from SpiweJefferson.com or unsigned copies from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or wherever you get your books. Visit SpiweJefferson.com to download sample chapters of the book, watch videos, and become a mindful ninja. Join us on the LinkedIn Mindful in 5 group and share your thoughts. Until next time, be mindful and be well.